Hi guys! Welcome to thebonnelife training. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different than what I normally do, and it's not actually a training video. What I'm going to do is talk about the pros and cons of buying a purebred, what the benefits are, and what some of the downfalls would be. Be sure to stay tuned until the end, where I will talk about what breeds, in my opinion, fit certain lifestyles better. What I'm going to be talking about first is the cons. Everyone wants the bad before the good, right? So, unfortunately, if you are buying a purebred dog, it is going to cost a lot of money. The price difference is crazy. It can be anywhere from $500 to $5,000, unfortunately, but you get what you pay for. Another con is that they can sometimes be too pure. Oftentimes, with Dalmatians, there was a big hype in the 90s and everyone was breeding them like crazy. Brother, sister, nobody cared. They have a lot of issues now. They can be deaf, they can be blind. German Shepherds, a lot of times they have bad hips. The same goes for Labs because most purebreds have a closed breeding pool at this point. Another con is that there is going to be a huge waiting list when you are waiting for a dog. If you find a specific breeder that you are looking for, more than likely, if they are a true and reputable breeder, they're going to have a waiting list. That can go from months to years, depending on what breed you're looking at. And that can be a real bummer if you've got a puppy fever. Another con is that whenever you buy purebred, they typically do not come spayed or neutered because you're buying them at such a young age. That can also, going into pros, I'll just say that that can be a pro. A lot of people recommend waiting till after the first heat cycle. Some people that want a big and strong dog, if they don't neuter them, they can grow bigger and stronger and be exactly what you want. So there are a lot of health benefits to waiting as well. One of the huge pros of buying a purebred is that they are health tested. They've been tested for this, they've been tested for that, they've been tested for everything. Diseases, they've been tested for hips, their elbows, their eyes, their ears. It's an absolutely wonderful thing when you buy a pure and healthy dog and you know its history and you know you're not going to be having to deal with a lot of the issues that you would be dealing with if it wasn't a true and reputable breeder. Another pro. Whenever you buy a purebred dog, you are going to be able to pick the exact physical characteristics that you are wanting. If you want a tall dog that loves to run, you can find that and you can pick that. You don't have to wait until one pops up in a shelter. If you're wanting a dog that you can sit on the couch with all day and hang out with, you can also do that by doing research and knowing exactly what breed you want. One of my favorite pros of buying a purebred is the relationship that you have with the breeder. If other breeders are like me, true and reputable, you can call me anytime, you can text me anytime, you can video. If we're near each other, I'll go to your house. We can talk about what's going on. If it's a attitude adjustment, if there's something wrong, if they're sick, if they just don't know what to do about the barking, something like that, you can call your breeder. And you can say, hey, what's going on? And they will answer your questions. They will be there throughout your life and the dog's. And that is an absolutely wonderful thing, and you cannot beat that. So overall, I would say that buying a purebred is going to be your best option. Although there are situations and there are people who have flexible lifestyles, who have flexible mentality, who don't need something specific, and in case like that, a shelter is great. For me, I need a purebred because I have a specific lifestyle, I have children, and I need to know exactly what I'm getting in order to fit in with my family. But if you don't have to have something like that, a shelter is a great option because there are lots and lots of dogs and pounds in shelters out there. Thank you so much for listening to the pros and cons. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about what breeds are right for different lifestyles. In my opinion, again, every dog is so different no matter what, and every person is different as well. But in my opinion, if you have an active lifestyle, a dog like a husky, a Dalmatian, a boxer, maybe even a cattle dog, something that can keep up with you, that's able to run, that loves to run, those would be great breeds for you. Also, if you have a disability and you can't exercise a ton, or you can't get out, or you're home a lot, something like a bulldog, a chihuahua, a Great Dane, or even some mastiff breeds love just hanging out with you all day. They would rather be nowhere else in the world than with you on the couch watching a movie or just hanging out at home. Another lifestyle would be if you were a hunter. You would need a beagle, maybe a hound dog, a dog that enjoys that, a dog that's going to stick by your side and enjoys hunting animals, doesn't mind guns because that's what they've been bred to do. If you live on a farm, something like a German Shepherd, a cattle dog, an Australian Shepherd, a Shetland sheepdog, just really any kind of dog that is used to herding and being around animals, and it's just totally natural for them. So I know I gave a few suggestions. You can also message me or contact me, and I do help people find what breed is right for them. I have done that, and I've had a lot of success just by getting to know the person and figuring out what they want. And again, all of these dogs are different. I have seen people that own beagles and have super active lifestyles. I've seen people that have cattle dogs and don't have lifestyles or have a disability and spend a lot of time at home. So different dogs are very different, just like people. Totally different personalities, and sometimes you just click with a certain dog, and what can you do? So just to wrap up, those are the pros and cons, and in my opinion, those are some breeds that fit specific lifestyles. Again, you can totally message me or even call me, and we can discuss what breed might be right for you. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, share the video, help us out, and follow us on Facebook.